is a grand total of 0 viewers. Okay, hello guys, this is Aaron from AutomationHub, and today we are going to be building some cars for my Cottam Auto Group company, which, as you may know, I've kind of neglected and left alone for a couple of months now. So, I already had a first build in mind, and in fact a second one, but I'm not entirely sure on that one yet. But, in fact, should I wait until we get a few viewers? Because at the moment, apparently there's 0. So actually, I think I'm going to wait until we have some viewers. In the meantime, Bart or Simon, if you're watching this, can you let me know how the audio levels are? Doesn't see me live. I am live. I can see myself live. Right. So yeah, Simon, I assume you're watching this now. Can you let me know how the audio levels are? The music and my mic and everything? Just so that everything is smooth when we get real viewers, public viewers in. Stream's freezing again for Kevin. I've got 0 dropped frames, so it shouldn't be freezing. It's not freezing for me. In fact, stream is perfect on my screen, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, since now we have a few viewers, I'll start talking properly. So, this is Aaron from AutomationHub, as you may know, and today we are going to be doing some car builds for my... Turn up my sound. Wait a second. Okay, this should help, I think. Okay, is that any better? Sorry about this, audio levels again. I swear I'll get it perfect next time. I now realise what was making my microphone sound so quiet. Okay, good. Audio levels seem to be okay. Again, if there's any issues, let me know. So yeah, I'm going to start talking properly now. Hello, this is Aaron from AutomationHub, as you may know, and today I'm going to be doing some builds for my Cottam Auto Group company. It sounds like I sit in church. Is it echoey or something? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll carry on. Yeah, so we're going to be building some cars for my Cottam Auto Group company, which I have kind of neglected and left alone for the past couple of months, so I think it's overdue some new models. So I have my first build in mind, so we're going to head straight into that, and what we're going to do is do a facelift of the Cottam Libre, which was kind of like a Ford Fiesta type hatchback, you know, small, safe, good for a first car. So, the last car, I think that was built 2002, sort of early 2000s. So today we are going to give it a bit of a facelift. So ladder chassis, obviously, bring it up to the modern times. Let's see, corrosion resistant steel, transverse engine, oh what, not ladder chassis, what am I doing? There we go, monocoque. Let's see, McPherson strut and semi-trailing arm. And then front wheel drive, made out of corrosion resistant steel again because we want it to be cheap rather than light. Oh, that was one thing I forgot to do. I was supposed to install Pelix's custom grills, but it completely went out of my head. I will get them installed for the next stream so we can use some of the fancy new custom fixtures, but for now we have to use the ones that are already in game. So apparently this is an old body. I don't know whether that's actually fully working yet, that part, but apparently we'll have a safety penalty. But in my mind we won't really. So let's begin shaping this out. Now this is going to look radically different to the old Libre, mainly because the body I used the last time was very old and I don't really want to use it again. But at the moment there's no other body that really fits it, like fits the image I'm going for, so I'm afraid we're going to have to use this body, which never really seems to be able to get a nice shape to it. In fact, I'm going to make that sort of like that. Maybe flare them a tiny little bit, give it a bit of, I don't know, diverse looks. Quickly check how the chat's doing. Super loud. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my... Well, do you want me to change my volume? I mean, if it's too loud you can turn it down. Pretty simple, but if it's really too loud and turning it down doesn't really solve anything, then do tell me and I'll take a different look at the audio settings. So we're going to paint it dark blue. That was what colour I painted the old Libre for the pictures on the forum at least. Yeah, my voice kind of is quite booming. Well, that's how it's described by people in the house while I'm talking. Oh no, that's the wrong button. Wow, technology really does you a world of good. Let's see, turn down the levels, maybe about that. Let's check XSplit. Okay, is that... yeah, that's much better I think, according to the audio meter anyway. This is too much fun playing. Right, let's get back to it. Hopefully there's no more stoppages. So yeah, we're going to paint it dark blue because that was what the Libre was painted as for the pictures on the forum. So we're going to keep with that style, and plus it's probably the best colour in the game for, well, for painting, because at the moment the shaders aren't perfect. So anyway, let's get right to it. Normally I always do the headlights first, and today is no exception, so let's get to that. We're going to use, well, a modern set of headlights just to set it apart from the simple look of the old Libre. Let's see, get some flip tools going. Wow, that looks very sad. It looks like it's going to cry. Look at it, poor thing. We turn them around. No, that still looks pretty sad, and they're quite big. Oh wow, what have I done there? Hey, that looks decent. Maybe make them a bit smaller. Ooh, a little bit too small there. Now, I will spend a lot of time fine-tuning the design of this car, but that's only because it's what I like doing most, so this is for my company, so put up with it. Ah, well, I've already changed the volume Duke accent, so I'm sorry. But I do agree, I did have my mic volume turned up too loud just then. Okay, so grills. What should we do? I think we should actually use vents next to the headlights, possibly. Maybe these? Will it not flip? Come on, you can flip. There we go. No, that's actually really ugly. I know I'm gonna probably change the look of this car like a billion different times before I'm happy, but hey, if you're willing to watch, I'm willing to do. So, unless you tell me otherwise. Right, in fact, maybe we can go for this. I haven't used this fixture before. Well, hardly. There, that's decent enough. And then, I wonder, what would happen if we used that? And then maybe just extended it. Oh, that looks very happy. Maybe we can make a happy little car. Or a very... In fact, no, I think that works. Maybe make it a little thinner, just... I don't know, thinner is modern, isn't it? I don't know. Right. We'll have some vents and then maybe put some fog lights inside it, and then that I might call that done for the front already, which would be very quick for me, considering how long it normally takes me to design cars. I'm just turning down the volume of my speakers because, in fact, I'm not sure if that changes. Yeah, okay. I was just turning down the volume of my own speakers because it was kind of distracting me, and I don't think it changes the volume of the stream at least, so let's see, pop them there. Come on. I hope the quality of this stream is bearable for you guys, by the way, because I've really been thinking about, you know, my hardware and my connection and stuff like that, and I don't really think it's up to scratch for doing high quality streams. So I mean, right now I'm streaming not even in HD, I'm streaming in 480p, and I'm playing on medium settings with quite bad frame rate, so I don't know, I hope it's bearable. Right, fog lights. Do we need these? Are these... hopefully these will be good enough. Yes, they're a really good size. Wow, it doesn't really stamp very well when you put it onto vents. Everything is smooth apparently for the stream. That's very good, I'm glad. Because I think my connection is like only just not up to par for streaming in 720p, but 480p seems to be perfect. And hopefully the quality is decent enough. I mean, hopefully you're not watching in full screen, because I'm pretty sure that would highlight the bad quality. Anyway, let's slap on a badge. Well, slap on the badge I normally use. There we go. In fact, now I'm going to add another small grille. That reminds me of almost a Ford Focus. Oops, that's too far. In fact, I quite like that, but I'm going to move it up a tad. Like that. And then reduce the gap. Is that good, or is that just ugly? Move it up a little bit more. Wow, ultra fine tuning going on here. Let's try this. Wow, I've just got a Twitch notification and an email saying that I went live. I think I would actually know. In fact, yeah, I'll roll with it. It's a bit of a less simple style than what it was. Should we have anything on the bonnet now? On the hood, I mean, or the... yeah. Doesn't matter, we're not using that. Right, onto the side. Just slapping on some simple indicators and door handles will be fine here. No resizing needed because, well, in the interest of laziness. Should we go for the Civic Type R handles? Or should we go for a more standard type of handle? I wonder. Normal handles, I think. But we've got to have some chrome, you know, it's got to be slightly nice to look at. I mean, it's got to have a whiff of some value, so we're going to do that in the form of chrome door handles. There we go. I think I'll call the sides done. And now onto the tail lights, which I'm never really good at doing on this body because I'm not really sure what fits with the body shape. I mean, I could go with the Sylvia ones and then just sort of turn them on their side, but I mean, that is ugly. Unless I do that. That's ghastly. Let's see. Would it work, or does it just not? Nah, it doesn't work. Nah, trying some different ones. Oh, I'm not sure. Should we go with the Lancer style ones? Or maybe these? I think these headlights are ones that are always used on this body. But they do tend to fit quite well. What with the shape of the boot and everything. So I think we're going to do that. And then maybe place that sort of on the bottom, like that. Number plate holder can do that and flip over. And then we get ourselves an exhaust. Nah, I like that exhaust. It makes it look slightly more appealing, especially to your typical 17-year-old. There we go. And then we just slap on a badge. And then a little trick that I can teach you guys while I'm here is, if you want to make a boot handle or a trunk handle, whatever you want to call it, place a badge, well, place this badge specifically. Wow, that's not gone well. Oh, there we go. And then just kind of move it until... Wow, what's going on? This doesn't seem to want to obey. Here we go. Place it so it's sort of on the rim between the boot and the rear bumper. Make it a little bit thinner. There you go. Maybe extend it a little, and you have a boot handle. Hopefully that's useful-ish. Anyway, I think that... Wow. That door handle could maybe be... No, actually, it doesn't matter. I think that is the style pretty much finished. What do you guys think of it? In fact, I just saw in the chat that someone said something about the door handle, so I am now going to go back and change it. I don't know, I'm no good at placing door handles on this game. Whenever I look at cars in real life, I never pay attention to the placement of the door handle, so I always end up getting them all wrong. Because I'm not sure really what looks right. Anyway, what do you guys think of the design? No, I quite like them that size. They fit well with the shape of the vent when they're that size, I think. Anyway, let's... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even... Did I'm confused. Why didn't I name the platform? Or is this... Am I mixing up the beta build with the normal build again? Yes, I am. Doesn't matter, disregard that. The platform and model system is a little bit different in the beta, whereas you have to name the platform first, then make it, and then name the model, and then make that. But yeah, I was getting mixed up. Anyway, I think this should have a nice little 4-cylinder engine with... do we want aluminium, or is that too expensive, would you say? I'll let you guys decide that. Block and head material, cast iron or aluminium. Okay, everything seems to be huge, so while you decide on the material of the engine, I'll go back and maybe change some of the fixtures. The headlights aren't really big, but actually now come to think of it, they're quite pretty large. Make them thinner, and then there we go, nice little thin parts. I wouldn't say everything is huge. I agree the indicators were quite big, but in my opinion I think the grille and that is actually quite nice. I might just actually change the size of these headlights slightly, if it would let me click. Let me click! Oh no, I'm resizing the vents. Oh my god, right. This frame rate is rather bad. Okay, you know what? No, I'm leaving it. I'm not risking the frustration. Anyway, let's check the chat and see what they've said about the Well, Duke Accent gave me a straight up answer, aluminium. But I would say, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be powerful, it's mainly supposed to be, if a second use magnesium. Well, it's meant to be like a sort of cheap kind of economical car, you know, good for like a 17-year-old. I guess like, I don't know. Well, basically what would be a good first car, so I actually think we're going to go with aluminium, just to give it some niceness. And then go down to, actually we want, wait no, we want shorter strokes, so I actually think, right, that's too small, so should we go 1.4 or 1.2? 1.2 I think. Right there. Too busy fine-tuning the bore and stroke. Right, crank. We don't need forged internals really. We're not really going to be pushing that much revs. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe higher revs could make it a bit more fun, possibly. I think cast iron. Then maybe. Maybe just forged pistons. Oh no, wait. Low friction. Do we want low friction? Do we need it to be that economical? Oh wow, Leo. Watching a stream while in class. You badass. Anyway, do we want low friction or do we want hyper-eutectic? I think I'm going to go hyper-eutectic because at least then we still get average RPM and torque. Do we want forged? Let's see the costs. So it's cheaper material cost, at least. In fact, I-beam steel is even cheaper. Yeah, I think we're gonna go I-beam steel. Can't really talk today. I-beam steel conrods, and then just keep everything else as they are. And then dual overhead cam. Let's see, 4 valves. Compression. I think we can sort of go about 8.5. Cam profile I'll keep as is, and then VVT. I think we're going to have VVT. I mean, it's 2014, so I think this car deserves VVT. Colour. Well, the colour obviously has to be orange. Oops, gone past it. There we go. Style. Oh, it changes colour with the style. Right, we're going to have that style because it looks cool. And then we're going to have it painted orange. Yes. Let's see what chat's saying now. Right. Where were we? Ha! Turbos? Preposterous! No! We're not going turbo. Not for a 17-year-old, they might hit a tree. Injection... Do we direct inject it? Yes. let's direct inject it. I think this engine deserves a treat, so we're going to shove some direct injection into this thing. Intake standard, obviously. I'm going to run regular unleaded. I'm not going to give myself too much octane to play with. Ignition timing up a little bit, make it a bit more perky. RPM. We'll start with 6.5 at the moment. Short cast headers. I hope I'm actually doing things relatively okay. Dual reverse flow, keep it nice and quiet. Now let's see how it does. Please don't blow up. This is my hopes and dreams on the line. That's not that much power. Peak power stops at a decent point though. Is it knocking maybe? No, nothing is knocking. That's fuel octane. Very low. So I think we can up the compression. See what that does? 78 horsepower. That's not really as much as I like. What else should I do? Have I limited it by the exhaust? Definitely not. No, it's 2 inches. Maybe just the engine is quite small. What's the fuel octane now? 84. Let's put the ignition timing quite high. Definitely increase responsiveness and make it more fun to drive. 78.9. That really did not do much. I don't know whether turning up the fuel mixture is actually a good thing to do because of the impact on economy, but we'll try it. See, it doesn't really make much difference to power. I don't know why. Sorry, I've had a bit of a cough today. It's really annoying. It is so we can. Is it really that economical? I would say it should be like 25%. Sorry about that. I would say I would probably aim for about 25%, but I mean, I don't know. Is 79 horsepower decent enough, would you say? Maybe nudge the fuel mixture up just a tad. And then maybe I can just increase RPM to 7k and then increase cam profile. Let's see what that does. Oh, it's increased the horsepower quite a bit, but wait, what's the reliability on? 76.1. I think we can afford to go up to maybe 7.3. And then turn this down maybe to 45. Fine tuning the cam profile now. Okay, I think that's decent. I don't think I have enough octane to go all the way up to 12 compression. I can maybe go up to 11. Ah, no, it's knocking slightly. 10.8. Right, 10.8, and then maybe we can just bump the ignition timing a tiny bit. Down to 81. Okay, so 86.6 horsepower, I would say that's good enough. Wow, they allow you, or they let you, or you're able, sorry, to watch streams during drawing class? How can you disguise yourself? Right, I think, should I call that engine done, or is this too quick? Like, have I spent so short of a time doing this? I've only been streaming for about half an hour. Well, I can build another car after this. I have another thing in mind. Anyway, I think I will call this engine done. Should I come up with some strange engine code for it? Or should I just name it as it is? Let's see. Should I? No, maybe I'll just put eco at the end of it so that I know what the engine was built for. Or maybe I should say 1, 2 I don't know. 1, 2 dual overhead cam 17 because it's made for 17-year-olds. Is that a good name? Call the engine done. Okay. Okay, 12 done, 17. 100% done. Wow, this is some name, right? How about DA for Duke accent, and then 100 done. That almost looks like dunned ass or doned ass. But it's actually 100 done, DA for Duke accent, SS for Serious Simon. Okay, we're sticking with it. I'm not spending any more time tinkering around with engine names. So we save it, and we go next to trim. Here we go. Look at that, 100 dunned ass. Manual gearbox, 5 speeds. Only goes to 117, we don't need 6 speeds. And then obviously all those 17-year-olds care about 0 to 60 times, right? Well, we have very sporty spacing for that. We can let them brag about their 0 to 60 times, and then they'll have a look of disappointment when they realise that they can't get past 117. Right. Medium compound, or do we want long life? Long life. Let's see. We want 195s, I think. Economical-ish. And then rim diameter can stay 15. We can have... You may be able to have a good 0 to 60 time, but you'll have piddly little rims and a high tyre profile. Just to keep your feet on the ground. Solid disc brakes, 3 pistons. This is basically like a universal brake setup I use. I normally go solid disc, 3 piston, sort of mostly down to comfort, and then make them quite big. I think I'll keep these sort of 2 touches down from the biggest, because we don't really need big brakes to stop them, really, do we? How many viewers did that say we have? 5. For some reason I thought it said 21, but that was how many followers we have. So yeah, speaking of that, that sort of reminded me to remind you guys to follow our channel, so that you're reminded each time one of us goes live, because you really wouldn't want to miss this, would you? Sat around the table having dinner with your family and you flick on this stream, it will bring happiness. I can assure you that. So yeah, do make sure you follow us. When we hit 50 followers, we will be doing a nice little giveaway, so you may benefit from following us or you may not, but all we know is there's no harm in trying. Wow, this has a lot of cooling. Manic clicking down to, in fact, maybe we can turn that up a touch. There we go. Do we need brake airflow actually? Maybe just a tad. Right, don't need any downforce. And then we want 5 seats, make it nice and practical. Standard interior. But we'll keep it all mainly in the middle, so we're not going to change the sound insulation. We'll keep standard entertainment, and then we want those 3. We don't want launch control. Why would you need launch control? Stupid. Maybe, in fact, advanced safety, because that's one thing we do need is safety. Because those poor parents will be worried. And then normal suspension, maybe turn down the ride height, because us young'uns like those lowered cars. And we're straight onto the testing. This was quite a quick build. Let's see what we get. So we have very good tameness. I'm happy with the tameness, and the sportiness is actually good enough. Maybe if we make the brakes maybe slightly bigger. 275s. Just to see if that increases sportiness. It does, up to 9.8. Can we get to 10? Maybe fit 205s. I don't know why I'm trying to improve sportiness, but I mean we want it to be slightly fun, don't we? Okay, perfect. And it was more tameness, and more prestige, and more safety. So all is well. So we've got very good tameness, we've got good enough sportiness. Comfort is, I'd say that's pretty good. Prestige, who cares about prestige? You're a 17-year-old. And safety, 38.3, which I would say is very good. Also, do tell me your opinions in the chat, because I mean, if I've made some horrible mistake that you're not going to tell me about, that would make me very sad. So I do appreciate if I've done anything wrong. Would I buy that car? I would. I think it looks good. And I think it's got a good enough amount of horsepower, to be honest. Yeah, and it's... well, total cost is actually not great, I would say. I'm not sure. Well, hey, I mean, how much more than the production cost do you really have to sell for? I mean, if you want to make a profit on each car, then you really only have to sell it for maybe 11 grand, 10 grand. But if you really want to turn the books, you'd have to sell it for probably about 15,000, which I think is quite expensive for a car of this type. So I don't know whether I've made the engine expensive or something. I don't know, yeah, I would buy the car. I think it looks good. But one thing I don't like is that it's 5 doors, and I don't really want a 5-door car to start off with. And plus I don't really like this body shape, but it's the best I can do with the bodies available, so... yeah, if this was the best hatchback shape on the market, yeah, sure, I would buy it. And it does 43 miles to the gallon. That is actually very good. That's better than I thought. Wow, Simon. Tyres are too wide. I wanted the sportiness. Not gonna lie, I was sidetracked in the pursuit of speed slightly. But it might reduce production costs. So, yeah, let's try it. Maybe fit 185s. Okay, costs a little bit better. More comfort, more economy. That's very good. It now does 44 miles to the gallon. And somehow more utility. I don't know how that would work, but yeah, I'll go for that. Okay. Wow, it's quite laggy. Some of the fixtures are glitching out. Anyway, yeah, I think that's decent, unless you have any more suggestions. Could do with more power or less tyre. Wow, I'm getting loads of suggestions now. Torsion beam. I didn't want to use torsion... wait a minute. Oh, in fact, I think torsion beam was the one I was supposed to go for, instead of semi-trailing arm. For some reason I think I might have mixed up torsion beam with these solid axles. Anyway, we've got torsion beam now, let's try it. Torsion beam for more tameness, he said. Anyway, sorry, I keep pausing to look at the chat. That's definitely got us more utility and more reliability somehow. And more economy and cheaper. So, with basically hardly any impact to the 5 main stats either. So, I think that was a worthwhile choice. And now we get to the test track, because I want to see this 0 to 60 time, and I also want to see the test track time of the airfield. So acceleration 0 to 60 takes about 14 seconds. Not the best, if you ask me. Even for a car with this power, I would have thought that it would at least have 10 seconds, possibly. I don't know, maybe I've done something wrong. Anyway, let's see what time this gets on the track. Oh, it's finally loaded. Right. Wow, it crawls off the line. That looks dreadful. Let's see. Should we skip to the track stats already and look at the time? Yes, I think so. Let's do it. 151.5. Almost good enough to be a reasonably priced car. But not fast enough and probably not cheap enough. Wow, listen to its tortured little thin eco-friendly tyres working away to get him around a wankled end. Okay, I'm done. It's painful to watch. So, I think I would call that done. Let's look at the detail stats real quick. Tameness 62.1, that's very good. Sportiness, good enough. Comfort is good, prestige is good, and safety is good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Let's go back to the overview. Model name. Oh my god. So this is the new Cottam Libre, so what letters or some sort of special thing should we put after it to make it our own? Should we put AH for AutomationHub? Or, I don't know, you guys can make this choice. I want this to have a part of you living in its name for all eternity, because this car will rule the world. It's like, Honda Civic? Nah, Cottam Libre. I swear my throat is going to fall out of my face or something. We have a new viewer I just seen from looking at the chat. Ivarson? No, he was always here. Is it Wizzy? Is he just... Ah! Salanoob! Hello! Welcome! Well, we've just finished building sort of like a 17-year-old's car for my Cottam Auto Group company, which I have kind of neglected over the past few months, so we're gonna be making some new builds today. Well, probably one more build and then that'll be it. And I've also just realised something. When I plugged my laptop charger in along with all my other things, I forgot to turn the plug socket on, which was a tad silly. So let me go plug it in. Amateur mistake there. Right. No one had any ideas for putting any letters in front of the name? Should I just put AH? I've done 2 spaces there, haven't I? We could do Cottam Libre AH. Yeah, I think I'll keep that because I can't be bothered waiting. I'm too impatient. So yeah, here's a quick look at the finished car. We've got the front with a pretty modern headlight shape and everything. I mean, yeah. I don't know, I just sort of tailed off then. Nice thin indicators, because, you know, thinner is modern, right? And then just, you know, simple door handles. Back is pretty simple. Although I do think the exhaust is actually quite big. I'm going to go back and change that. That's better. Put it down as low as it'll get. There we go. Good. I'm happy with that. So yeah, that's the finished car in all its glory. Go back to the trim tab. I wonder if that changed any stats. Changing the size of the exhaust. It could have done. It could have reduced weight. Nope, hasn't done anything. Okay. Right. Yeah, we're going to call that finished. So that's the first build done well, which means we are halfway, because now it's time to move on to the final build, or the second and final build. Now, I did have in mind that I wanted to build a supercar, but I'm also thoughtful for the community, because, you know, I'm a nice guy. So if you have any ideas on what I should build next for my Cottam company, feel free to shout out in the chat. I'll take a look, and if it's a good idea, I'll do it. So I'll sit here in the new car screen, and if I get no suggestions, I'll just build a supercar and you can deal with it. Although looking at the Twitch page, it does seem like the stream is running nice and smoothly, which I'm very happy with. There wasn't any of the issues that we had in my first stream, and we also have the audio levels sorted out, which is always a bonus. And also, hopefully you can hear the game audio as well, because I'm kind of like a stickler for fine-tuning the audio until it's perfect. So if you can just sort of hear the game sound effects nice and quiet behind my soothing British voice, then that's just grand and perfect. God, I've got an old man cough. Coupe with a mighty V8. Raincoat. Give us some beta. If that was a serious suggestion, I'm not sure if it's allowed. In fact, I would probably be 75% sure I'm not allowed to show you the beta, unless I ask Killrob or someone and get permission for another stream, maybe to show you the beta for a few minutes. Then that would be good, but not for this stream because I'm not sure it's allowed and I would get my ass kicked in. Right, so coupe with mighty V8. I think I'm going to go with that. So, monocoque, let's see. Coupe, that's made out of aluminium. Do we want mid-engined? Nah. Front longitudinal. Double wishbone suspension, rear-wheel drive, and aluminium. Oh, sorry Leo, I've already went with Salanoob's suggestion. Maybe when we next come to do my Cottam Auto Group builds, I'll keep that 458 rival idea in my head, and if I remember it, we'll do that next time. So, coupe. Do we want this sort of coupe? Or do we want this sort of coupe? I think we'll have this one. Is this the long wheelbase version? Yeah. Right, I want a nice long bonnet. We're going to have this a luxury coupe with a big beastly V8, of course. Sloping back. Sexy. Look at that. That's got a nice shape to it. Right. Since it's luxury, should we paint it gold? Nah, that removes the sophisticated nature of this build. So I think maybe we can just paint it... Is that dark green? That's dark green. Do we want to make it sort of an Aston Martin type thing? Or maybe orange? I don't know. Yellow maybe? Ooh, that's bright. British Racing Green. Yeah. We're doing it. Whoops. Okay, I'm happy with this shape. Maybe have that kind of... yeah. Have slightly flared wheel arches. Make it short tail. Perfect. Alright. Okay, same method as before. I'm going to go for the headlights first. Maybe try something... I don't know, I'm just experimenting here. That is... that's something. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here. I don't know. Nah, let's get rid of that. Ah, Wizzy's here, hello. Although I did see you on the viewer list a while ago, so I'm assuming you've been here for a bit. That looks weird. Make them thin, though, and then... Is that... Nah, that's kind of ugly, right? Yeah, they look misshapen. Oh, it's going to take me a while to get this right. This is a bit more of a pretty car than the last one. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. In fact, I want to try something with these headlights again. quite like that. Maybe just need to hit a tiny little bit more. Maybe just add a little bit there. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Good enough. Took us a while. Right, indicators. We're going to have a nice indicator in here, obviously. And then we also put this in. It looks a little bit... Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, I quite like that. A nice little sort of custom set of headlights. Wow, I spelt headlights wrong. Right, move on to Le Grill. This is going to be a luxury machine, so we obviously want some chrome, which we will get from this. Oh no, I've done that wrong. Sorry, I've gone a little bit quiet, I'm kind of concentrating. In fact, I think this is also a good time to remind you guys again that if you're enjoying this stream and if you're a new viewer, feel free to follow us so you can be notified by, well, you can be notified, sorry, every time we go live. I was looking at the chat and got distracted. Yeah, you'll be notified every time we go live, and when we hit 50 followers, you'll also be in with a chance of winning something nice in a giveaway. We're not telling you what it is yet, you know, just to build up the hype. But yeah, follow us and you might end up winning something nice. Needs more aggression, says Leo. I don't know. Does it need to be aggressive? Maybe, you know, maybe it can be just sort of sophisticated. I don't know. Wow, that is ugly. I'm not entirely sure what I have in mind yet. I'm just kind of... That is... I don't even know what that is. It's like a really happy, grinning face. I don't know. No, I don't think it suits the car. No, I really don't think it suits the car. Ah, yeah, what year is this supposed to be? I've kind of just jumped in and made a coupe sort of for no reason. I've completely forgotten to choose a year, I've forgotten to think about what kind of car I want it to be. I don't know. Maybe sort of 2004, possibly, I think would be decent enough, because I mean the body shape itself is kind of maybe a little bit too modern or too kind of new maybe to be in the 90s, but then the front of the car doesn't really look as modern. It doesn't look as modern to be late 2000s, so I'm just gonna compromise and pick 2004. See, that I also got that same impression, Salanoob, with the headlights and stuff, but I don't know, the body shape sort of makes me want to stay in 2000s, even though I know the body was available in the 90s, but I don't know. Let's see what scoops we can put in. What, not scoops, bloody grills. What am I saying? Scoops. Yes, it's very happy. I still don't know really what I have in mind again, so I'm just kind of playing around. I don't know, that's pretty ugly, kind of. Unless I put the badge there. No. I don't know. I really wish I'd downloaded PLX's grills now, I could have used some. I quite like grills that look like that, to be honest, but I don't know, they're kind of more, it looks more aftermarket and sort of, you know, what you'd find on a JDM bumper or something, so wow, I'm going to spend so much longer than I thought designing this car. But hey, that's fun as well, isn't it? Doesn't have to be all engines. It almost looks quite similar to the first car, like the grills do. But I don't know. I quite like that sort of design. I don't know, I'm really just sort of fine-tuning now. Take a look at what the chat says. Nothing. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do, what I should do. I mean, I would use those vents, but they seem kind of like abrupt, just being placed there. Like they seem out of place. Unless I end up somehow just slapping it. No, that won't work. I don't know, I'm thinking of aggression. I'm trying to bring more aggression into it. What do you guys think? Oh god, no, not Lexus SC430. That's a dreadful car. Oh my god, I don't know. I've never really been stuck on a design before. But I guess I'm trying so hard to make it look decent. But I really do just want some aggression. You know, like... I don't know, like big grills or something. Now that sort of reminds me of Aston Martin. Yeah, the car... I don't know, I'm looking at the chat, and I can just see the opinions, and I kind of agree the car does look pretty generic. I'm not sure really what I should do to fix that. I hate accidentally dragging and moving fixtures. I don't know, I'm completely stumped. Maybe I should just slap some grills on and call it done, but then that's not really a good thing to do. That looks decent, I think. Put some fog lights there. Hello, Jacko. By the way, this is going to be my last build of tonight, so I won't be able to build the SC430 today, but in another one of my streams I'll make sure to reserve it and try and build it. Precision. There. I don't know, it does look kind of ugly. Oh my god. Right, no. This has gone on long enough. I'm sticking with this. Maybe should I put the badge there? Nah, that would probably make it more abnormal. Let's see. Okay. Oh my word. No, I've been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes. Remember, I'm in GMT, not UTC +2 time zone. Oh my god, right. No. That's just bugging me. Okay, I guarantee this is the final edition. This is the final change to the front design. Maybe should I just extend that all the way along? Yeah, I like that. It's weird, but I like it. But that, I don't really like. Right, that's it, that's final. We're not doing anything else. Right, indicators. Let's try something fancy. Wow, it would help if my frame rate wasn't so bad. Come on. There we go, that's good. No, that was it starts at 10 o'clock time, like in sort of Germany and things. All I know is it's 9 o'clock GMT, so that would be, yeah. I don't know time zones. Yeah. Right, onto the back. I'm kind of mixing up my words now. It's getting a bit late anyway. Tail lights. I don't want to do the tail lights in vents type deal. So I don't know. I'm kind of tempted towards these, but they're a bit strange looking. I mean, I can do that and then maybe. that just looks weird. I don't know what I'm doing. No. I'm just trying out weird things. I don't like making generic looking cars, so I always try and find some radical combination. But I don't know, we really do need some more tail lights. Oh hey, Strigger. Hopefully I'm saying your name right again. Anyway, these taillights then. I don't know. I might just sort of... These seem sort of... I mean, they're a bit strange, but I think they look quite elegant. Yeah, I don't mind them actually. It's the first time I've used them on a car and liked them, but maybe have this indicator underneath. Yeah, I'm sticking with it, no matter what you say. Wow, some strange time zones mixed with units of measurements discussion going on. I swear I'm dying or something. Wow, right. On to the exhausts. Maybe give it some aggression on the back. I'm going to go for my usual 4 in the middle exhaust system. I do this quite a lot with my cars. We do that, and then we get these 4 exhausts. Make them smaller first though. Or maybe I might stick with 2. 2 actually looks quite good. Or maybe, I don't know. Put these here and see how they look. Yep, I like it. Not enough aggression. I think that, well, might help give it a tiny little bit of hint of speed. Because we are going to slap a big ass V8 into this thing. There we go, I like that. In some vents. Right, sorry, I keep pausing to look at the chat. Did I use this badge at the front? I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, let's put it there anyway. Now, here's a question. Do we want a wing? Do you think we should have a wing? I mean, it could help give it more aggression, possibly. Let's see what the chat says. Yes, please, wings. Right. He really wants some wings. Well, he said wings. Does that mean more than one wing? I'm going to assume that it does. We're going to go full Strop style. I'm sorry, Strop. But, you know, it happens. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow. Not a lot of space. Come on, extend. Is that wing decent? God, wings and lips. Right, there's a wing. I actually completely forgot about lips, so actually thank you for reminding me. Wow, they don't resize very quickly. Exactly, Salamoob. Minus 1,000 wings. I'm not. I don't know. I'm too lazy to go and put a lot of wings on a car, so I just leave that to other people. Oh, I don't know whether that would ruin. Oh God, no! Don't move the vents. Maybe I can just resize it and have a tiny little lip. Okay. Yeah, I think, well, in my opinion, I think it looks good. So, with that, we'll move on to the engine. We've spent a lot longer. In fact, I think just doing the style alone for this car took longer than it did to build the entire of the last one. So, V8. We don't want flat plane. This thing is an Italian. Aluminium. Big ass V8. So we want 6.3 litres. We want some forged internals, we don't care about any of those emissions stuff. And then do a little head cam. I never really knew Strife on the forum, and I didn't really know which part he did for your team, but whatever it was, your team was for the second BRC was insane. no doubt in that. But then again, Ulukai, he came second on his own, and quite close second to that as well, which I think is also a very good achievement. Do we want VVT? Yeah, let's give it some VVT. It may be a big ass V8, but it can still have some technology. Do we go turbo? It's a big V8, so I don't think it really needs to. No, we're going to stay naturally aspirated. I mean, I'm good at tuning turbos, but I just don't think this needs it. Multi-point. Let's stay single. Look at this looks like a good engine. Premium undivided. Let's just see how this does. Tubular. Dual exhausts, so that it matches our setup. Oh, I didn't, damn it, I forgot to, well, I skipped the test. Whoops. Oh, well, let's run it again, just for the sake of it. That noise! Listen to that. Good point, Salanoob. No replacement for displacement. Except for a turbo. Right, close enough to 7.5 litres. Let's run it again. Wow, that's a lot of torque. A lot of torque. Look at that. I think this is a damn good engine already, even though we're only running on 90 fuel octane. And the reliability isn't really amazing. Can I fit a 10.8 litre? Apparently it will fit. Did you mean it though? This is going to have a truckload of horsepower. Ooh, 1001 Newton meters of torque. Ooh, that didn't sound good then. I heard the sound of something breaking. Yep, bottom end parts failed. Engine was too big, in my opinion. Right. There, 480 horsepower. And then we might, should we change to lightweight forged? Let's see what it does. Because this is a torquey engine, so I don't know whether the lightweight forged pistons would be able to withstand it. Oh no, it's worked. It's helped. Well, only the not a Falcon body fits me. Right, let's just do a little bit of tweaking, maybe up the compression, and then also up the ignition timing, possibly. Ah, now it's knocking. Oh, wait a minute, I'm using 95 on fuel. Okay. .5 compression. Let's see how that works. No, it's still knocking. No, it's not. My bad. Right, 94.3. Let's see if it can... Oh, that's perfect. No, it's not. Wait, what did I... Oh, I changed the fuel mixture, not ignition timing. That's stupid. Right. Do we want to increase the cam profile slightly? Just a tad. Lower the compression a little bit. Okay, I think that's perfect. 516 horsepower and a crap load of torque. In fact, I want to go into test mode. I have to do this since it's a V8. Wow, that's a growl. Yeah, the sound isn't really too good at the moment. It's pretty laggy, but you know, it still sounds good. Anyway, wow, that was a bit of a glitch. Right, I'm not going to bother with naming the engine this time. It took me forever last time, so 7.5 litre powerhouse. Because that's exactly what it is. And onto the trim. Right, automatic. No, not automatic. What am I doing? Whoops. Standard. Come on, let me click it, please. Spacing. Yes. Wait, their top speed needs to go up a lot. Oh, just 199 miles an hour, not quite 200. Right, and then reduce the spacing ever so slightly. Oops. In fact, no, that's good. And make that a tiny bit higher. That should do it. Right. Sports compound, make them nice and wide. Because we don't care about having eco-friendly tyres. Perfect. Wheel diameter. That must be big, because we need comfort. Okay. Bring in the 17s. I've probably done something wrong here, so I'm going to check the chat. It has all the oh, the exhaust is too small apparently. Is it really? I have dual exhausts and that's power limit per pipe. Oh wait, yeah, I'm still restricting it slightly. Right, let's try that. Ah, it definitely was restricted. Oh no, I've reset the name. Right, back to the trim. Why is it not letting me select brakes? Ah. 4-piston. We're going to have comfort brakes, but to compensate for that we're going to make them as big as they can be. Perfect. Right. We don't want it to be, you know, fully downforce machine, but, you know, we're going to have it fully clad. Give it some brake airflow. And then a little bit downforce. Only because I'm not really too familiar with aero tuning or anything, so I'm going to keep it like that. Wait, do we want 2-seater or... Yeah, 2-seater with like a big cabin. And luxury. Do we want luxury or handcrafted? I'll wait and see in the chat. Wait, I'll type in the chat as well because that's quicker and less delayed. Okay, yeah, we're going to go luxury interior. Because it's not a complete sort of Rolls-Royce machine, but it's, well, you want to be comfortable, so we're going to go luxury. Sound insulation I'll turn down a bit, because who wouldn't want to hear that V8 roar? Entertainment will be luxury. We want all of these. Bring me those driver assists, it only let me click 2 of them, come on. There we go. Advanced safety. And then we want, I guess, sporty suspension, maybe with a little bit higher ride height. Wow, come on, these clicks don't really work very well. Right, testing. Come on, bring me those calculations. Alright, oh wow. That is a very good all-round car, in my opinion. 62.9 tameness, 45.1 sportiness, 43.5 comfort, 55.9 prestige and 39.8 safety. I'm very happy with that. Hopefully you guys are too. Detail, no, we don't want detail stats, we've already seen the detail stats. Test track. Let's see what kind of time this one gets on the airfield. Hopefully the low 120s, well, mid to low 120s. Taking a while, come on. Alright, let's hear the V8 roar. Okay, no we're not, because the sound is very laggy and it sounds quite bad, so we're going to stop that. Go into track stats, let's see the time. Drum roll. 124.9. Yeah, that's good enough, I'll go with that. That's a good time. Considering it is, well, it's heavy-ish, I mean it's got a nice interior. And it also broke the estimated top speed. The estimated top speed was 199 and this does 200.5. So yeah, that's quite good. All in all, I'm thoroughly happy with that. And now comes the fun part, kind of. The name. We don't have a name for this because the last car was a facelift of a car that already had a name, so I just named it that. But this one, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it's a luxury coupe with serious speed under the hood, without you sort of noticing much. I don't know. It also does 25 miles to the gallon, which is a pleasant surprise. I'm also quite happy with my headlights. I didn't expect it to turn out as good as it did. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to let you guys name this one because I have nothing that I'm going to name it off the top of my head. So if anyone of you in the chat can think of a good name, I'd like to hear it. And I'll definitely use it if it's good. Sorry, my cough is, I don't know. So yeah, after this stream, I will be back on Friday with Simon for our special multiplayer stream. At least I hope I've got that right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, so if you do join us on Friday and you want to play with us, feel free to join our multiplayer, which will be streaming on Friday, me and Simon. And yeah, hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, we have 2 name suggestions. Cottam Hornet. Yeah, I like the Hornet. That's, I don't know, reminds me of Hudson Hornet. Don't forget to hydrate. I've been drinking water all through this stream. I was just told to hydrate. I've got this bottle of water next to me. It was full when I started, and now it's almost done. But I've had a bad cough recently for the past few days, so yeah, I've been quite ill the past few days, so I'm kind of recovering. Other than that, I'm feeling good. Yeah. Any more names, or am I going to stick with Cottam Hornet? Because I do think that has a nicer ring than Tiger, like Tiger. So Cottam Hornet, I think. Yep, I think we'll stick with it. Right. I'm happy with this, actually. I mean, it took me a while to do the front design, but I think I kind of like it, especially the headlights, so... Cottam Hornet. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And... oh, have I saved it? No, I need to save it. And with that, that marks pretty much the end of this stream, so... I really do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you follow us so that you get up to date with our streams. Head over to our Facebook page, which is just called AutomationHub. Go and give that a like, and we'll be posting on Facebook there all the latest updates. Every time one of us is going to go live, we'll post there. And also don't forget, head over to the AutomationHub.net website, because there is still a nice friendly little donate button that you can click, and that money goes straight to us people at Automation Hub to help in improving the website, getting better equipment to improve streams, anything that we may need to improve this and make it a better website for you guys. That is much appreciated. So if you do go over there and give a donation, you receive some benefits on the website, like a contributor status thing, along with more slots for your car company on the AutomationHub.net website, and along with some other nice things as well. So if you would like to donate, feel free, and that would be much appreciated. And I think I've said all that I needed to say, so with that, I will bid you farewell. Again, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you follow us and do all that kind of thing. And sorry, I just want to look at the chat again. Oh, we've just had a new viewer as well, I think. Schnitzel TJE, welcome, but I'm afraid this is the end. But yeah, as I said, we'll be back on Friday playing some multiplayer. And feel free to join in and play that with us. That'll be a lot of fun, definitely. And yeah, that's all I've needed to say, so I'll see you guys on